a really big school based on the design of a prison. So you had to like go between different cell blocks to get to the classrooms. And we had like 2-minute passing periods, so you had to run. So everybody just carried their backpacks and nobody used their lockers.
Yeah, we had to carry our books too. It was heavier. Wow, it was heavy.
During my final year of high school, I forgot my locker code like day one. And so everything that was in there was stuck in there forever. I was too afraid to ask somebody how to open it again. It was there until the day I dropped out.
Man, I hated high school.
You literally, AP, did you literally drop out, or is that a joke?
No, I really dropped out. I dropped out and I took the GED the next day, and I got 99 percentile on everything but English nationally. In English, I scored like a 64% better than national average. And I had my GED certificate before my classmates got their diplomas on stage.
There you go.
Look at Mr. Smarty Pants over here.
My GPA in high school was like a 0.4, so there's your humble brag for you, buddy. My mom would go to parent teacher conferences and cry, so there you go. Some of you might be wondering why I was taking passive-aggressive snipes at McComicker right before we went to break about his prima donnaing. I've had many conversations with Mick, and he has indicated to me that being passive-aggressive with players is the only way to communicate with them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
By bringing this up, I'm being passive-aggressive a second time just to double loop around.
I mean, how else do you expect players to respond?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Come on.
I'm just delivering McComicker content at McComicker time. I would like to start by asking Gizmo to add themselves to the initiative order. And then we're going to see how this next round goes. And every round after that. It should be noted that the creature tormenting Charquala, Naruto ran around them on their 3 legs with 4 beetle arms.
I don't know if most of the people on this show will know what Naruto running is.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is Naruto running?
I know what Naruto running is.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it other than imagine if you ran by running parallel to the ground. Your torso is parallel to the ground, and you allow your arms to go completely limp into a V behind you.
Yeah, so I think of that as the Goku run, but I'm sure there's even a precedent for that as well.
It's Naruto running. Pretty famous.
I don't know. I feel like Connor has just made a very strong case for it being the Goku run. So
Goku definitely did it first.
Goku just teleports everywhere using instant transmission.
Goku was in Dragon Ball. Goku was running like that.
Suck my Dragon Ball.
I feel like I could just hear Connor push his glasses up his nose and say, "Well, actually."
Oh my God! Why would you do that? No, I'm never going to be able to unhear that. That's always going to be Connor for me for the rest of my life. And whenever I hear somebody or when I see somebody say, "Well, actually," in text, I'm going to just imagine it's Connor now.
Yeah.
I saw this Connor talking as an artist with Charlie podcast promo material, and his hair wasn't bundled back into the ponytail. It was completely wild. You know what I'm talking about, Connor?
No, not offhand.
I was just like, wow, this is what Connor looks like when he's not suppressing his dark power. Okay.
I think I gotta cut the hair. It's just too long, you know?
No,
there's a point at which after the shoulder you're like, okay, wait a second. This is bad. This is really bad.
No, it looked good.
But my wife won't cut it, and I don't know.
That's a wise move on her part.
Yeah. Well, we've cut it before, and it always ends up in well, you did this thing wrong or whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, that's a wise move.
Yeah. So, but in the meantime, then you got really long hair. So that kind of sucks. Are we back on air?
We are. We have been since I asked everybody if they were ready. You guys started telling school stories, so right about the time Cotton told hers is when we're live.
That's fine. I'm just curious.
Okay. Yeah, we weren't going to keep the audience waiting for another 5 minutes. I specifically stopped to talk to the audience about passive aggression, Connor.
Okay, yeah.
And I did it again there. I'm so good at this.
My bad. Passive aggression works 100% on me. It's like more effective than straight aggression, possibly.
Yeah. Okay, Connor. I don't know if that's true.
Actually,
I gotta stop. It's so easy to be passive aggressive.
It's very easy, yeah.
I just
Comes
pretend
very
I'm
naturally.
Mick. Gizmo, you have your action. You hear Sharkwala shouting incoherently. Then there's like a cry of pain briefly. What do you want to do?
I'll call out to those guys and say, hey, it sounds like your brother's having problems. He might need some help.
You mean more problems than just his normal set of problems?
No. You're coming up out of sleep. You're like, ugh. Oh, and it's because you've only been down for like 5 minutes. It's like when you go to take a nap, but you wake up and you're more tired than when you went to sleep.
And then you have disadvantage on all your rolls.
I mean, even better, you're low hit points and you're not currently wearing your armor.
Right. I guess I'll take my sweet time to get my armor on.
I mean, putting your armor on takes like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Your drought friends begin helping you put your armor. Okay, Lyra, what do you do?
What's going on?
Ashe is getting off the floor.
No,
like
Lyra's asking that.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear Sharkwall screaming like a little girl, so I think he's found something.
I knew that was going to happen.
I mean, I know it's confusing, but...
This is way longer than 6 seconds, guys.
Or she now.
Meanwhile,
No, my turn was groaning and say I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. Sharkwala, you're up. Can I have Ashe and Lyra add themselves to the initiative order?
Okay.
She.
And it teleported? So...
Yeah, Mick's like, uh-oh, it teleported. It didn't just teleport once, it teleported twice.
That puts me there. Alright. I'm gonna let it take another... Well, hold on. Should I actually attack this thing?
You think you can defy the power
Okay,
of the
so with
Beetle Lord?
Agile Parry, if you make an unarmed strike as part of the attack action and you are holding a Kinsei weapon. So I can't use... I'd have to make the unarmed strike. The Kinsei weapon doesn't count for the attack action. I only get the bonus afterwards.
Okay.
Right? That's how
It's basically your Kinsei is your shield.
Is it?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
give
mean,
you
are you
+2.
asking me or telling me? Because I have not... There's like 3 versions of Kinsei and I haven't
Yeah,
read any
no,
of
it
them.
reads like it's the shield. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to
Yeah.
stick with plan 7B.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let it make another unarmed strike at me. Going 1,
As you
2,
run?
3, 4, 5, 6.
You gonna dash this time?
Yeah, and I can make it there. Boop, boop.
Going down this way?
Yeah,
Wow. How fast are you? That's got to be like 80 plus.
it's 45 is what I have.
Wow, you are fast. Okay. All right.
And as I run past him, I'm going to say, stop it!
A voice enters your mind, and the horrifying speech in your brain. Do you speak Infernal?
I do.
All right, yeah. In your mind, it says, "I will deploy even my 5th claw to remove your intestines out of your buttocks while you are still alive. Your suffering shall be momentary, but it will feel eternal." It hits you with a 23, I'm guessing.
Yep, it does.
Okay. Fortunately, it's not a
Crit.
this time. It is a very good roll. 18.
All right.
What's your hit points like?
Wait, 18 or 14?
Yeah, 14, sorry. So you've taken 36 points so far.
Yeah, I'm just under half.
Okay, enough to slaughter a series of cows. As you run past it, it does get a scrape along your buttocks and your pants tear. And you can feel that there are twin claw marks bleeding on your
Not my intestines.
left butt. My precious interior. I like to keep the things that are inside. Oh my goodness, look at this charcoal drawing that Connor's doing. No! Not my insides.
I guess I'll have to put this butt rip thing in now.
Gizmo.
Well, let's see. If I had been able to rest, I'd be able to do something. But
Nope, not even a short rest.
I know.
There's a whole
I'm like-
line of like 3 guys plus like 6 more waking up, helping armor up your boy Ashe Heiral, but it's gonna still be 5 minutes of solid timing right there. Oh, someone must have turned their camera off. I just realized the cameras are. That's fine. Oh no, the passive aggressive is back again.
Do we need to go do cameras real fast?
No, flipping cameras while it's in this position won't do anything. They won't go anywhere.
All right, so Gizmo moved to there in the doorway and yell, "What have you done?" To Sharkwall.
Okay. Lyra.
I guess she's just gonna grab her shield and go check out what's going on.
Okay, so just as a reminder, you're not currently wearing armor.
Yep.
You just have a shield.
Yep.
But that's not a problem. That's what it is. Mick is leaning so far forward, his face is
Oh,
up.
sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, listen, you're an artist. You do what you need to. Oh my goodness, Connor. It's so, like, even the comical head of it is so menacing right now.
How much of my armor could I get in one turn?
What are you wearing? Chain?
Scale?
It will take you 5 minutes to put scale mail on. With assistance.
So I can't get, like, part of it on this turn and then go off.
No, because you have to
Dang.
put like a leather padding underneath it, then you have to fit the suit on, then you got arms
Then
and
I
gloves.
just get my shield.
Then you have to do the leg parts. Leather breeches over top of the scales, or under the scales, so that it doesn't chafe your body. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, I just
Wait.
got my shield.
So she's running into combat in what?
Shield and night clothing.
Night clothing and shield, huh?
I mean, you're running into combat with night clothing.
I mean,
and
I'm the only one that's
story.
prepared
No.
for this combat, guys.
But-
Come on.
Okay, but I was on watch. You telling me he wouldn't be armored up for on watch?
I'll give you that much. All right, so
Yeah.
Gizmo, here's what happens. You are, you're in the doorway. You see Charquala coming. You're like, whatever. Then you feel a slight wumping noise, and the 3 beetle-legged. It used to have 4 claws, but as it comes around the corner, a 5th arm comes out of its stomach. It starts the 5th claw is red and starts reaching directly towards Charquala.
So Gizmo screamed like a little girl. But am I able to take any action, or that's just what I see?
That's just what you see, because now it's Ash's turn. Ash, you're gonna continue your 5 minutes of armoring up.
All right. I mean, if Lyra's going off, he's not going to let Lyra go off. And
I mean,
take
Lyra's
all
standing in the
risk.
doorway right now. She hasn't gone anywhere.
Well, I'm looking. I mean, I haven't seen the map yet.
That's because I would block the doorway at all my movement.
Yes.
I'm trying to make sure that if anybody wants. Oh, I guess he couldn't get to the doorway. So
Right.
never mind.
This is the doorway now, right?
It wouldn't be correct to call that a doorway because there's no door. It is a
Alright, alright.
5-foot cube in a wall.
Mr. Aggressive over
Well,
here. Let's see.
actually, Connor. First off,
Alright.
I didn't make that door hole, that portal way. Now remember, you were laying on the floor, getting armored up. So now you're going to half your movement is taken standing up.
Okay, so I got 15 movement. If I'm
Right.
gonna,
You can then dash for another 30.
for 45 then total.
Yeah. Ash leaves his sword and shield behind, just running into combat. Lyra, no! Okay, sorry. My fan fiction senses are
Yeah, I definitely will take at least the sword and the shield.
Ashe falls, reaching a hand out towards Charkala. I did everything I could to protect you, brother. Your mother appears from the heavens to take your weary soul. You've done it, my boy. Glory is yours. You have protected the true Prince of Heiral. You thought it was the end of Charquala's story, but it was really the end of Ashe's. Sorry, you're dashing to that location right there?
Yeah.
All right, so you, for some reason, I imagine that you basically shoulder slam into the wall, like you're dashing at full speed. And like as you get up against the wall, you look over at Lyra, who's also like woken up in the middle of the night. You're both like, you like nod at each other. You're preparing to tactically roll through this door and face whatever comes.
It definitely feels like a Mass Effect. We're lining up at the door.
Yeah.
Then if we had guns, we'd be locking and loading. But this is a fantasy.
Yeah, you don't lock and load a sword, unfortunately.
You
could do like a little like wave snap thing as if you're getting the sword ready.
Well, I think
the sword against the shield. Clang, clang.
In fantasy terms, I think it's the shing of the removing of the scabbard. If you have a metal
I would
scabbard.
love for Connor to be like, Molan Labe, if you want them, come and take them. And then I'm like, you know, in that scene that they did come and take them over their dead body, right? It's like I love about all these Texans that are like, come and take them, Molan Labe. And I'm like, you didn't really watch that movie, did you?
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
It's 300. The phrase Molan Labe comes from...
I never saw 300.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that does actually kind of surprise me.
Wow,
I am surprised by that.
Like surprise after surprise of the movies that Connor doesn't watch.
I am physically shocked by that. Like, I could feel an adrenaline dump in my body. Just like, what?
I know. It was just.
You should really watch 300, Connor. It will be
became
amazing.
such a meme that I was like, do I need to watch it now?
Yeah, listen, I get it, but also you really should watch it.
Listen, talking about movies you're conflicted about watching or not, this Snyder cut of the Justice League, it is tearing my soul apart.
Yeah,
whether or not
let me
to
tell
watch
you
that
something.
movie.
Justice League, DC Universe is always going to be worse than Marvel.
Oh yeah, it's absolute trash. But like, I kind of need to know. But like, I don't want to justify. Like, I don't want them to take my money and say this was a great decision. I want to watch it without them knowing I've watched it, so they don't feel compelled to make more of that content.
All right, listen, I would never condone piracy because as someone who creates intellectual property, that's wrong. But Mick, you seem like a person with loose morals. So here's my suggestion. If I was in your position, I would simply watch a pirated version of it, and if I enjoyed it, I would then pay the cost to go see it really, but then never watch it because I've already seen it.
No, I think I have a friend I can guilt into getting HBO Max for a month, and then I'll just do that. That's plan A.
You didn't think of getting like a 1 month free trial or something?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't want HBO to know I got this trial just to see this movie. So I
you could just watch Game of Thrones. You know, seasons 1 through 8, but you stop at the 3rd episode of season 8. That's the end. Nothing happens after that point.
Season 5.
Wow, you're doing some Rhino Beetle shit here. Okay, I'm behind this. Wow. Where were we? Charquala, it's now your turn to die. Your allies seem to be moving towards you. Gizmo is now shrieking. You're shrieking.
Oh,
between the two of you, you can't hear Lyra and Ashe, but there's so much shrieking going on right now.
Oh, but when I see Gizmo, I'm like, oh, you made it. And then I'm going to go back this way and swing at the thing.
Oh, very well. Yeah, tell me more.
All right, I'm going to swing with my mace. D6. All right. And then as I swing, I'm going to say, not my intestines, you son of a bitch. That works.
It says to you telepathically in your mind in Infernal, I'm going to remove them in the most painful way possible.
Boom!
Okay. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's a solid critical. Someone call that a critical hit?
Double the d6, right?
It doubles the number of dice.
D6.
Correct.
Oh, it does double the number of dice.
It doubles the number of dice, but it does not double the damage modifier.
Okay. So 2d6 plus 3. Let me double check. That is correct.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Are your fists considered magical weapons?
My Kinsei weapon is, I think.
Okay, then when you punch this thing, there is something that slows your fist as you get closer, and you realize that your non-magical fist powers are worthless here.
No. That was I did use my mace on that.
Oh.
My Kinsei weapon.
Then yes. I thought you said that the Kinsei weapon could only be used for something.
No, that was for agile parry.
Ah, I understand. Well, I don't understand, but I would say I'd look at your character sheet, but you haven't added it to the campaign, so that's my passive-aggressive way of saying I don't understand what your character does.
Oh,
We're using the least optimal formation of D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond, yep.
Okay, yeah, then you deal full damage.
Yeah, they count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
Bonus actions. But I need a
Sharqual is 7th level, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So your unarmed strikes do count as magic.
Okay. Unarmed strike. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So I will make an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
So you're using Flurry of Blows?
No, unarmed strike. It just says unarmed strike. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Sure, go ahead. That's your bonus action to get that second attack in. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's my modifier on me?
Yep, that'll hit.
All right. My fist, do you count as magical, Shep?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
So 9 points.
Okay, you get 2 solid hits in on this thing.
I'm gonna yell to Gizmo over my shoulder as I attack him. Wait, what's the name of our empire? Guzing Empire?
Correct.
In the Guzing Empire, my fists are registered as deadly weapons.
Of course they are.
That's when he comes back with, in the Guzing Empire, we don't register weapons. We have the right to bear arms, but only like actual physical arms, not like swords. Gizmo.
All right, so I'll take just a couple steps. I'm not blocking the doorway, although people can go through.
People can move through you, enemies cannot.
Okay, so I'll stay where I'm at and fire 2 bolts.
I have to tell you that this beetle looks like it was drawn by Studio Trigger. It may be some of Connor's finest work. It's very Kill la Kill. It's very what's that one about drills? Can't I remember the anime about drills? Spiral Power. None of you watch anime. This isn't
I
helping.
haven't really seen Kill la Kill either. I saw maybe one episode, or I saw Phila or something. Kill la Kill. I'm not sure.
Gurren
There's like 2
Lagann.
names.
Your beetle looks like it
The
could
only thing
be-
I could think of was the drill that would pierce the heavens.
Yes, that one. That show.
Oh.
That beetle looks like it could be in that style of art.
That's
Thank you. Whatever that is probably better
Yes,
than
it's
my just 5
legendary.
minutes.
It's considered one of the top 100 animes of all time.
Well, thank you. I don't know. I was
Some
about
say
to
it's a
redraw
top
that.
10, but they're wrong.
I was about to redraw it. We'll
No,
see.
don't redraw it. It's amazing. Ah! I feel like at this point, this thing is also yelling now that everybody else is yelling. Gizmo, what do you got for me? Tell me your plan.
All right. So I get 1 crossbow attack, and then my bonus action is going to be the other crossbow attack.
You're gonna summon your.
No, because technically I'm out of, juice to summon that thing.
Okay, so
I'm
you're just rapid firing, pow pow.
Yep. Plap, 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 plap. Yeah, but twice.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
So
show me that
first
power.
attack,
Are these magical?
they do count as magic.
There you go. That will hit.
All right, I'm going to do my sneak attack on that attack.
That's valid.
And then I gotta find out. I think he can do 2d6. I have to see what my level is. Where's that? Inventory?
What, your sneak attack? It
Yeah,
almost
like what's my
certainly-
rogue level?
Yeah, it would be under attacks. Your attack options.
I think you're like a level 3 rogue.
I was looking at the wrong sheet.
Tabletop, Gizmo, Rumplestomp. Attacks. Unarmed strike.
Attack.
Crossbow master. Spells. Sneak attack 2d6. Literally the second to last. And then with that 2d6 roll.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
Yeah, on Gizmo Rumplestomp page, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the actions section. Sneak attack should be the second to the last one. It's after infuse.
Oh, that one. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Very slow because, I'm out of practice every week. 2d6. I want to go here. That'll be the fastest. 2d6. Hold on. Sorry. Almost there. 2d6. Finally. Jeez. Okay.
I want to tell you a
Rolling
quick
for it.
story to waste some more time here, Shep.
Mm-hmm.
And in so doing, I'm going to break one of the cardinal rules of tabletop RPG broadcasting. I'm going to take a direct shot at a cast member of another show. There's a player on a show who fundamentally was unable to play their character. Every time they cast a spell, they would be like, I'm casting Tempest, I'm casting Stormwall, I'm casting Wall of Water, and they will have not read the spell at all. And the thing that they want to do is not a thing that the spell is capable of doing. But let me tell you the culmination of this, all right? They jumped off of
here, AP.
They jumped off of a 1,200-foot cliff and decided to transform animal shape into a goldfish. Then they hit the rock in the water and got dealt 328 something damage and died instantly.
That's an explosion of bloody pulp.
Correct. Now, you would think, why don't they transform into a bird? We don't ask those kind of questions because Marisha Ray makes unusual choices when she sits down at the role-playing game table. And I will say that when she started playing Bo, it was 100 times better. There's a huge notion, a conceivable difference. When she plays Beauregard, she actually knows what her character can do. With Keyleth, it was always like, I summon a 100-foot wall of water that instantly drowns everyone in the area. And then Matt's like, I don't know, that takes 10 minutes to cast. Stuff like that would happen all the time. All right, Gizmo, hit me with your second shot. Actually, wait, I'm the bad guy. Miss me with your second shot. You couldn't hit the broad side of a giant beat man.
Wait, I hit the first time, right?
Yes, but I'm saying you should miss now. Don't hit.
Yeah, we'll see.
You actually do miss.
All right. That's all I got. Like, that's literally all I've got.
Lyra Fulbright. You see
Howdy.
Gizmo firing off arm-mounted blasts. You have no idea what he's shooting at, but the screaming has ended for the most part.
Well, that's good. 10, 15, 20. Can I see the thing from here?
No.
Okay, that's the end of my movement.
Okay.
I guess I'll wait right here then.
All right. I bloody back in the seat. Got a fever of 103. Whoa! 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 Ashe Heiral. Whoa! Where you go? Hey! Whoa! It's not your turn.
I'm just checking. I'm checking
Okay.
the.
All right.
But
You
also
take your
it's
fancy
my
shoes
turn
and your
next.
shirt. You go back to your starting position. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Things are about to change. All right, so allow me to describe what happens. I want you to imagine that this three-legged, five-armed, scythe claw hand monstrosity rolls itself into a ball, and begins randomly striking out at Charquala, and then it rolls into Gizmo in the process. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Is there a new opportunity type?
There is, but first
Gizmo
you
and
get hit.
Charquala?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
24.
Yes, Gizmo and Charquala, the two people who are in a direct line. All right, both of you manage to dodge aside as it performs this deadly attack. Charquala, you will get a opportunity attack as it rolls past you. No.
Nope. Probably
You
not.
basically spend most of your time dodging and stepping back from that fifth red claw that gets suspiciously close to your hips. Ashe Heiral, Mr. Fancy Shoes and Shirt. Mr. I assume you're wearing something that would be appropriate to a Scottish period drama. Like a loose nightshirt. It's got the tie instead of buttons, and it's only got the tie on like the top third of it, but the tie is completely open, showing off your muscular athletic chest.
You know, that's a pretty good show. Oh man, what's it called? You know, I mean, you were actually referring to it right now, so I assume you know what it is. Anyway,
Are you talking about Outlander? Outrider?
Outlander, yeah.
I'm not referring to that in particular. I'm talking about the kind of novel covers that you would get sprayed on the side of an 80s van. A wolf howling at a moon, a man standing with a woman on the edge
The
of a
romantic
cliff.
novels.
Yes,
A
romance. It's
bodice
Scottish
ripper, if you
period
will.
novel. Yeah.
Well, that's what Outlander is. It's a romantic novel
It's
series.
one of such a series, and I would say it's not really a period drama because it involves someone from the 21st century traveling back in time. It's as unperiod as you can get.
It's fish out of water.
Fish out of water is not how period dramas work. In fact, it's the exact opposite of how a period drama works.
I mean, you have to insert a
A
character.
period drama is literally you form a box around a society and say, what does this society look like at this time and place? Not
I'm gonna take
what
my turn,
happens
but
if
I'm
we
also
take.
looking this up.
What if we temper with a temporal prime directive and send someone back in time to that exact moment and see what happens if they fuck that up? Because listen, if you're looking to read novels about that, you should read the MC Hunter novels from Isaac Asimov, where they send robots back in time that accidentally explode, erasing all of human history, and then they're like, well, I guess we've got 10 seconds before the whole timeline destabilizes. We should probably go back in time and stop them from exploding. Good stuff. What do you do, Ashe, instead of arguing with me? I mean, don't let me stop you from arguing with me, but Connor's like, is Outlander a period drama? Question mark.
I'm looking up
Google search.
Can a period drama involve time travel? And I don't know. I think it can. All right.
Was the first answer no?
No, the first answer is like 21 time travel shows you need to binge watch. Is traversing over another person difficult terrain?
Nope.
Okay, you're not doing that rule. All right. So I'm going there. And I will cast.
Look at Mr. Still has spell slots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cast at second level Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's
Oh yeah?
yeah. Make a ranged attack spell against the target. So that I have to roll that. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a
Guiding
right.
Bolt's a fun spell.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's a one roll. Yeah.
What level are you casting this at?
Number 2.
Okay.
So it's a 23.
That will hit. You have to do
Alright.
5d6 points of damage.
And it's magical damage. I think.
It is. Radiant damage.
For 15.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Arquala.
Great.
gonna run over and just take a swing.
Very well.
Oh, I'm gonna smack it real good.
It's a nice.
Yep.
I was
I'm
gonna say
bracket the damage.
he'd have advantage, but it doesn't really matter.
From
I didn't think we did that. Wait.
Yeah, we
Guiding
do
bolt
flank.
gives
Okay.
advantage if it hits.
That's true, it does, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Correct, you're correct. Wow, the dramatic music kicked in time for your...
Yeah.
For the guiding bolt, obviously.
Okay, alright. Calm
When Ash
down
shows
there.
up, that's when
Calm
the
down, Maestro.
music starts. I mean, no music started for Charquala. Let's be honest here.
I mean, I feel like Charquala's theme song is Charquala rapping about how amazing they are.
Feel like, yeah, that seems accurate. I'll accept that.
I feel like Charquala's theme song will now involve the fact that their butt's torn open. And
Their butt isn't. It's just a double slash on their left butt cheek. Okay.
I thought it was torn open. That's
Yeah,
not true
the
here.
pants. The pants are torn,
And for Toria.
and
When you
there's.
take 20 damage to your butt, that's more than just a torn pant.
All right, yeah, you're the dungeon master. Tell me how it works.
I'm just theorizing here. I'm no dungeon master. You go ahead. You're the expert.
You got anything else you want to throw at me?
No, sir.
As I see them all in the home, I'm like, oh, Sleepyhead decided to join the party. And that's it.
His hair is still perfect, Charquala.
I hate
Ash's
you
hair
so
is
much.
still that cropped, curly. He's got that, fuckboy look with the jutted chin out. He's in that perfect Captain America stance. Every part of him looks like he's a prince.
I hate so much about you.
I mean, it's obviously just that angel blood running through him, making him look a little bit better than you at this very moment. It's only because you're in this useless body.
Exactly.
Fortunately, you won't be in it for long. Gizmo, this creature has yet to bleed or have been dealt a significant amount of damage in any way.
Well, I'm right point blank with it. I don't think I have any choice other than to pump a couple more.
Okay, do you
Bolts in
have
it.
the thing that allows you to fire point blank?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then yes.
That's crossbow expert. So here's
That's a
the
good
first.
thing to have for the exact thing that you're doing.
That's exactly why I got it.
Oh, someone sent me something. Yes, exactly, Cotton.
That's amazing.
Listen, now I want you to imagine that in that open area up the shirt, there's like a double string tie that runs up through it, but it's still open like that because he hasn't pulled it tight.
Right.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
knew what you were talking about with
Yep.
the romance books.
Thank you. Perfect.
I had to find a cover that wasn't really scandalous, though.
That must have been difficult. Yes.
Right. And I'm doing a sneak attack.
Gizmo scores a precision strike.
I added the what is that? A macro. A macro, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is so handy. I'm gonna add more macros.
Good.
That way I don't have to look for this crap.
All right, 18 points of damage.
Yeah. And then the other attack.
I mean, you notice I do initiative via me. That's the only thing I do.
Yeah.
15 will hit for 7.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That last shot cracks part of its carapace.
All right, Ash.
This thing is
Oh,
really
there.
upset. Murderous, you might say.
I don't have any spells that won't hit everybody, so I think I'll just stick with Guiding Bolt.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah!
What level are you casting Guiding Bolt at?
Third.
4th level. Oh,
I
third.
can't, because I cast Stone Shape at 4th level, so I can't.
Perfect. Excellent. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. The party low on hit points and spells, getting into just one more fight, desperate for their lives, backed into a corner.
I think that misses.
You guiding bolt at it, and it physically catches the spell and throws it into a wall somewhere. It hits the wall and explodes, taking a chunk of the wall. It's very Dragon Ball Z. You got anything else?
I don't think I do.
Very well. How tasty does charquois look right now? Probably pretty tasty.
Wait, can I try and figure out what this thing is?
Absolutely. Please make a religion check.
I'm not super bad at those. I don't think I'm super good, but I'm not super bad.
You have, in the past, both succeeded and failed at these.
Yep. 14.
14. This is some sort of fiend.
It's some kind of fiend that looks like a bug. It's definitely a fiend, though.
Okay. Bum 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 ba-dum, bum. Let me double check and see how this works. I need to know whether this is a top tier excellent option or a terrible option. Let's cast spells. Nope, it's a terrible option. Could be very funny, but it isn't. Alright, it's gonna attempt to emulsify charquois into a sort of oil, human fat, blood blend. What's your armor class?
14.
Okay, the second one is going to hit. $15 points of damage.
Ooh.
I want you to imagine the abdomen region that is critically unprotected. All right, like cut straight across it. It's deep on the middle part, so it goes in shallow, deep, shallow, and a little bit of blood is leaking out there. It's incredibly painful, and you double over in the process. And then it takes one step down so that Lyra can't see it anymore. Ashe.
So I can see it, and I can see charquois as well, right?
Charquois is still standing, not
Oh,
dead
okay.
yet.
I thought it was.
Not dead
Numerous
yet.
cuts.
It's just
Oh.
a flesh wound.
So, I'm thinking that he's close to down though.
Yes. As much as you'd like your brother to be dead, he's not dead yet.
Cuts deep. An accusation cuts deep.
Oh, the really super sad music just started playing. You're like, if only he could be dead. Then I would still not be High Prince because there are several other siblings above
I
me.
got lots of brothers.
You've mentioned you're fifth in line for the throne. So. Seventh in line. Oh, you're a seventh son, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, your father was a seventh son, but you know, if you find a nice girl and settle down, you can have a seventh son too. Assuming you live.
Assuming we live through this. I got guiding bolt for days over
Okay.
here.
Cast it. Show it to me. Give me that power.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
22.
What level you casting it at?
1.
Okay, 46. Look at
Right,
Mr.
so-
Paladin not knowing if he wants to hold back to save his brother or not. Checking to see if you actually have a second level spell available.
Seven.
Oh, ouch.
So low. 7 points of damage on a 4d6.
It's just not that.
It splashes over the broken chitinous carapace, and like a little flake falls off of it. Charquois.
And so there's advantage against it because it's
There
got
is.
guiding bolt.
Yeah. Your fists are magically guided towards this creature.
You're welcome.
How long does it vanish?
Your
Probably
fists
not enough.
are magically
It
guided
lasts
towards
until
this
someone
exact
hits it.
point, and you miss both times.
right.
Swish, swish.
I'm using my mace. I don't get my hands dirty unless
Swish,
I have
swish.
to. Swish, swish. And the other one is... Oh, but I didn't hit, so I don't think I get... Where'd it go? Oh, if I just use the attack action. Okay, so I'm going to try with the unarmed strike. And this one is just regular? Or it has the... Does the guiding bolt drop off?
Guiding bolt drops off. It goes for the next attack made against this.
Okay, so this is just fists.
That will hit.
Right.
Okay. Gizmo. This thing's starting to look like it's... Whatever luck it's had, whatever fiendish energy powers it, it's starting to take hits and slowing down. Oh my god, I love the little Lyra with the Momo balls hair in the background of this image. Look at Ashe. Ashe looks like he's wearing a tuxedo to come save everybody.
Yeah,
You can really tell that there's some bias here by the artist.
Look, we've already went into great length describing what he's wearing, so I'm drawing that.
You look like Hal from Hal's Moving Castle.
He kind of does, with
I
like
know,
a shorter haircut.
yeah. And with the open shirt, yeah.
But doesn't he have long hair?
Who cares?
So with short hair, just imagine Howell with short hair.
As you shoot this thing, you hit it in that same part, that same cracked chitin. It's now exposed, and you can see that inside of it are thousands of smaller beetles, and they begin pouring out as if like blood.
Oh, okay.
Lyra.
Wait, I still got my other attack.
Yeah, please go ahead.
4.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm done.
You fire in that same joint once more. Your bolt goes into that hole in its shoulder, and it skips onto the inside of the creature, and you can hear it rattling around inside the torso. The thing falls forward and begins dissolving as thousands of beetles begin running out of it.
All right, that's my attack.
Okay. After a few moments, the beetles begin disappearing, as if shifting to another place, another time.
Well, that was disturbing.
I'm gonna say, all right, guys, I think my watch is over, so I'm gonna hit the sack. Who's up there?
I've got to change my shorts.
I mean, I found a couple other doors. We could handle them later, or we could just roll right, keep this train rolling. We seem like we've hit a groove. We're in a good place together.
We're going to bed.
Ashe gives him the hardest look, and then turns around and walks off.
You
All
push
right,
Lyra out of the way as you go?
No.
Do you gently step around her, pushing yourself up against the wall, but the two of you are still super close together, chest to chest, nose to nose?
Heaving, breathing hard from the exertion, sweat just like ever so slightly moistening your skin, that raw animal heat just radiating off of you after battle.
Thank you. Listen, it sounds like you have read several Scottish period dramas, perhaps recently. That was masterful, Nick. Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I feel like
that was true.
I set the ball, but you're the one that really smashed it. Just pull you out of here. Ashe, you go back. Your how should I put this? Your guys are all have you ever seen a pile of sheep escaping predators? And they all back into one corner? And they're all pushing against each other, and the one sheep that's in the very back is like getting trampled by them? That's what's happening here. They're all like, you come through the door and they all begin screaming like, ah! And then one of them goes like, oh no, it's just him.
So I just gesture. I mean, obviously they don't understand me, so I'm just going to gesture reassuringly everything's fine, and then proceed to head back to bed.
As you say that, you feel something as the ground is
Yes.
So I'd like everyone to remain where they're at as that southern door that you've left.
I just moved my token over here.
Please,
so I
no,
can go
please
to the other
do.
room.
Yeah.
Do you want me to stay where I was in the
yes,
hallway?
please do. I'd like
Okay,
everyone
stay
to
in the
roll a
hallway.
new initiative. No,
I'm
no,
gonna say-
Charquala. No, I
Wait.
saw where your token was.
No. So wait, did you want me to stay there or where
Yes,
I
please
was at
do.
the end
No,
of the
no,
battle?
right
Okay.
where you are, right there.
Okay.
Lyra's inside the room. Ash is
I'll
forcing his way in the room. Please roll
I'm
a new
gonna-
set of initiative as you see an enormous beast approaching you. Now, it is bleeding from numerous cuts, and where that liquid hits the floor is dissolving.
Oh.
Oh no.
As this
So-
creature approaches you, Ash, you notice that it's far too large to fit in this hallway. And it's having trouble maneuvering, but as soon as it sees you, it takes a deep sniff and goes, yeah.
So where was I in the movement? In my movement?
I
tell
believe
me.
you said you were heading towards the
Bed.
yeah. So yeah, you're in there.
That's where I am. Okay.
Yep. And so you see it when it hits right here.
Okay.
As I hear the vibrations, feel the vibrations, I want to yell out to Gizmo, hey, there's a couple other doors I wanted to check out.
Yeah. We've got something this way, I think.
Oh yeah, initiative.
Yep. Who else still has you? Okay, so Mick has got a 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put myself back over here where I was?
No. You can be in the room.
No, I mean, it was my, yeah.
Yes.
Where we were when you said don't move.
Yes.
It
Perfect.
was right there.
Absolutely perfect. Charquala. You're talking to Gizmo when you get Jurassic Parked.
All right, so I can make it to there on my move. And I'm
Wow.
going to say, oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm going to yell over to Gizmo and be like, we might want to leave. And
Just to remind you that this green box is a giant 15 by 15 foot cube blocking any exit.
right.
You want to dash?
I mean, I feel like that's the only game in town. So, because I'm not going to throw, the only range thing I have are those. I don't feel like they're going to do much good. All right, yeah, so that was 45. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go to try to make it to there. So,
Okay. As you move past this creature, it
Okay.
lowers its head down into its bulbous chest. Like, it doesn't have a neck to begin with, but you think that maybe like that whole area is very flexible, and then it lashes out like a whole foot as it then clamps onto your arm and bites you. Let's see how that works. This could be very bad for you. Yep. It could have been very bad for you.
oh, could have, but
was
it
not.
was not.
Okay, so you make it into the tunnelway. That is your full movement. Ash, you're laying down to sleep. You're thinking, well, sure, we made a fuck ton of noise and there was a lot of screaming, but we'll probably be perfectly safe. We don't need to post any patrols or anything. When all of a sudden, thump, 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 Charquala comes running in, shouting loudly about maybe it's time to leave. You see this enormous monster take a bite at them. What do you want to do?
It just keeps lining up for more, don't they?
But like, at this rate, we'll be done by morning.
Let's see here. I will go 30 feet. So if that's from there, I will go there.
Sure.
That is off away from the beanbags, I hope. and go back from whence you came, and he does guiding bolt
Very well.
again.
Sure. How many of these spells you got left?
Look, I mean, I don't know why you're so curious.
Because I'm the dungeon master.
I mean, is that really the kind of information you have access to as a dungeon master? I don't know about that. Isn't that like privacy consideration?
Are you fucking HIPAA-ing me? Oh my god, Connor. Listen, you actually get advantage on this roll, but you hit regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, give me some damage. Yeah, you don't get privacy concerns for your character sheet. You can correctly answer me. Wow, incredible roll, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, 19.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm at 0 level 1 spell slots.
And level 2 spell slots and level 3 spell slots.
I've got 2 more. 2. I don't have any 3.
You have 2 2s left? Jeez. I'm so used to paladins not having any spells.
Well, we're level 7.
Yeah, I know. I want you to imagine that your spell lands and it drives deep into the folds of this thing's corpulent flesh. And then that flesh begins sealing itself back up. And most of the damage you've dealt to it is undone.
Even on radiant damage?
Yeah.
Okay, can I...
The thing moves to right here. So it is still partially in the tunnel. Its whole butt end is in the tunnel. And then it rakes a claw over its stomach and shakes it a little bit. And poisonous blood begins spraying everywhere around it. So I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, if you're in 10 feet, you have
the only people
3.
there that could make it. A bunch of drow are hit by this and die instantly.
I mean,
what's the range of it? Like Gizmo
as
too?
I try to dance out of the way.
No, not
could
Gizmo.
I?
Just Charquala, Lyra, and like 4 of these drow get caught in it, and it's like, ah! Their whole bodies melt down to the bone.
I couldn't make this dex as I try to jump out of the way.
No.
Again, you have plus.
I'm gonna
plus
melt.
3 from your base. Your base plus. So you get, if you have a, let's say you got a +2, you get a +5 total.
All right.
So, am I in 10 feet of that? Mine's
yes.
23.
You're good.
So I miscounted on mine. So it's a +3 total, or +3 is what you offer.
I'm saying if you're within 10 feet, whatever you get as a normal.
Mine
roll,
would be a 9. It wouldn't matter. I don't make it. I'm
You
assuming.
take
I'm
20
assuming
points of poison damage.
Right.
And you have the poisoned condition,
right?
which is really bad because I believe it means you now have disadvantage on all of your attack
even
rolls.
better than that. I only had 19 hit points left.
Oh, well, yes. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, so you are now down.
As I go down, oh wait, I get final words, not going downwards, right? If it comes to that,
I will allow you to do words while you go down. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, "This is my plan all along." As I fall to the floor.
You can see parts of Charquala's body are beginning to turn black, and that seems pretty bad. Lyra.
Well, moving here doesn't get me out of its threat range, so I don't get an attack of opportunity, right?
Correct.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Charquala, so that she hopefully doesn't die.
I mean, is that what you actually hope for in your heart of hearts?
You would question a devout cleric, sir?
I question Cottontail right now.
You would question a devout Cottontailed, sir?
He gets 17 points to come back.
It's not questioning probe. It's not questioning to be like, hey, what are you feeling right now? You know, it's not questioning.
It's Ash's brother, and he told me earlier, like last session, that he didn't want us to.
Sorry, Ashe and Lyra, you both also take 10 points of damage. I forgot about that part. You just aren't poisoned. Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, you definitely get sprayed with horrifying poison blood.
It's not
It's
great.
more this butt plug. This has been a theme for this
What?
episode. You said it was coming out of its butt.
No,
stomach.
it scratched its
Stomach.
stomach. Jesus.
Oh my god!
Wow,
Connor.
Conorhughes revealing he's a big fan of the butt stuff.
Get off the butt.
You already
Can
quoted.
I
Listen, Connor, you got to leave that butt alone.
can I
Right.
attempt to figure out what this is?
Yes, it will require a nature check.
Nature.
Can I also do that?
No, because it's not your turn.
But I mean, I was gonna do it.
But you didn't.
I rolled a 7.
You believe that this is some sort of abomination from hell that will definitely kill all of you.
I think we should leave as quickly as we can.
Gizmo, you have no idea what's going on. Everything's perfectly fine for you.
Yeah, Gizmo's been feeling good about his attack, so he'll
Yeah, I
go
feel like
here.
you're like reloading your hand crossbow. You're like,
Yeah, I'm like, let's do
All
it
right.
again.
You see an enormous butt.
Yep.
Don't get
Shooting for the
excited,
big butt.
Connor. Don't get
Shooting for
excited.
the big butt. First attack.
You get advantage on all these attacks. 21 will hit, so you don't even worry
God, I
about
want
that.
to crit. All right, so I'm going to do my sneak attack.
Sure. I mean, you can roll for that crit, bro. Roll second time, see if you can hit that 20. Can't hurt, might help.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Guiding bolt goes away, but it didn't matter because this thing is disadvantaged anyway.
Yeah, so 17 damage, and then the bonus attack. Or you could take that second one. It's about the same. What's the same?
Roll again, because that's not going to hit, but you still have advantage.
Okay. So that's better.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Fantastic. At the end of his turn, so Lyra and Charquala take 14 points of damage as the bolts slamming into its body pass out the front end and vilest blood poison sprays over both of you.
We don't get a save for that one?
Nope.
All right, I go down.
Okay, yeah. So Ashe, as you watch, Lyra is now, parts of her body are turning black. She's like, oh, dramatic fall. Charquala also has that happen, but they're still on the ground, but conscious, not unconscious. Speaking of Charquala, you are lying on the ground, nearly dead again, but you're conscious.
I see that I'm still in the same body. I'm going to say, oh shit, my plan didn't work. And then I'm going to stand
That is
up.
not how soul transfer works, no.
Can I push Lyra like to here or here, I guess?
Yes.
And it would it get an attack on her
No.
then?
No, but that
Alright.
is going to take your movement. Your whole movement will basically be on the ground, flailing, kicking her until she rolls out of range.
So it rolls out of the way. All right, and so I want to like this just quiet, still moment where the din of battle and the horrific roars of this monstrosity fade ever so slightly in the background. Charqualo, mostly dead on the ground, her one good, almost mangled eye stares up into her brother's face with his shiny golden hair rustling in some hidden cavern wind. His, I guess he's not. Are you armored right now? You're not
Nope.
armored right now.
No.
But his,
Connor just did something to his camera.
steely, sweaty form just standing there, ready to take this thing. I'm gonna say, no, brother. Save yourself. And your side piece. She's a keeper. And then I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. So you have disadvantage because you're prone, you have disadvantage because you're poisoned, and you have advantage because its butt is in the hallway. So you get a flat roll. Flat, like this thing's butt. Sorry, I just have to keep
Ooh.
talking about butts, otherwise Connor gets distracted and does something else.
Probably a miss.
That is a miss. Ashe Heiral, your brother in the body of a peasant assassin, gives you the most mature death speech you've ever heard. It's disturbing, really. You're not sure whether it is sincere or not, but Lyra is lying next to you, poisoned and bleeding. She looks pretty bad. Like, you're thinking maybe next time you shouldn't make so much noise in the middle of the night. What do you want to do? Well, this music is really underscoring my point. Connor's deep in thought. All right, I'm not going to bother him. I'm going to stop talking.
No, I'm just thinking. About.
Yeah, good. You should
Maybe-
you should really think about your next move very carefully.
Mainly, how is Gizmo going to get out of there
Yeah, it's a great question.
if we run?
Gizmo's not. So if you run, which you can, that's fine. Or we try to kite this guy.
I mean, yeah.
You have to get its butt out of the hallway.
Yes.
Is it stuck in the doorway?
No, it's not stuck, but it's not stuck insofar as it couldn't move, but it hasn't had an opportunity to move out yet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Lyra.
Very
Of
well.
course. It's going to be 2d8 plus 3. For all 13 health.
That's about as health as I had right before I went down.
13 is your lucky number.
Ashe, in a 3-point kneel, places his right hand upon the foot of his Lyra.
Oh,
His
foot?
Lyra. Oh, sorry. Don't
Where
allow me to
did you
narrate.
put that hand?
Where did please? All of us turned and are now like you narrate the rest of this for me, Connor. It sounds like you have a plan.
You had a pretty good start there.
Yeah,
where
tell
did
me.
she get sprayed with the poison?
Whole body spray with poison.
All right, so it's gonna have to go over the heart, obviously.
All
That's
right.
where the hand has to go.
When you wake up, you're being groped by Ashe.
Hover. This is a hover hand.
Hover? No, it's a touch spell, sir. It
This
says
is a
you.
key-
It says
It's
you have
like
to
when
touch.
it's like when you take those photos and you're like your hand is like around the waist but
It's a
not
Keanu-
actually touching. You
it's a
just have
Keanu
that
Reeves
instant
hover.
flop sweat.
It's not a hover. You can't hover. The spell is touch. I'm sorry.
Groping is a very strong word, though.
I appreciate
As-
the health, but remove your hand right now.
As Charqualo sees that, he's gonna say, "Nice."
So, and then I guess Ashe is gonna say we're gonna have to get out of here, I think. And can I move? Can I use an action to move her, or no?
But you still get your movement.
She's conscious now, so if you want to move her, you're gonna have to pick her up. Against her will, probably.
Well, I can't pick her up now, right?
I don't see why you couldn't pick her up. I mean, she's still technically lying on the floor.
But he's got a move action,
I
right?
have a move action, but I don't have a pick up another person action.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
That isn't an action, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When I look in the D&D handbook, it doesn't say pick up a person action.
Yeah. Well, there is a move object action.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Are you objectifying Lyra?
Pull her by the hair.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's so mean.
Wow. But it does give like a vivid look into like she's like kicking and scaring. No! He's like dragging her away. He's like, come on,
That's
we have to
not what Ashe
leave
is
my
doing.
brother to death.
That's not what Ashe is doing.
Of course not. What is Ashe doing then?
Ashe is.
You have a movement action, you got a bonus action, you got a free action. Mr. Hoverhand. This guy is a fucking anime protagonist.
It's Keanu
No,
Reeves,
but I
man.
can't touch her. And then he accidentally touches her and he gropes her and he's like, lucky pervert.
All right. No, I think that's the end of my turn.
You're sure?
You're not going to move.
I'm just, listen, I'm not saying anything one way or another. I'm just asking, are you sure? Because this next round, I think, is going to be a real
All right, yeah. I mean, Ashe is gonna
Killer.
move like over here.
Oh, so you're leaving Lyra alone. Okay.
Ashe is gonna be directing Lyra to follow.
Okay. All right.
I mean, unless you want me to, unless I can move her.
No.
Nope.
You've
okay.
talked me into you can't move her.
That's the rules. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashe is moving over here to try and clangs his sword against the shield for the troll to come at him.
I understand. The troll's wounds begin sealing up. Let me see. So that takes 10 feet of movement. 15 to move there. I need to see if this thing is available. Nope. Who do I want to eat?
I think charcoal is looking pretty tasty.
Man, that's a good point.
You're
Thank
throwing
you.
your own brother under the troll.
That's not what Ashe is saying. That's what Connor, the player, is saying.
Yeah. But it's a really great point.
It's a real thin line between the two of them, I think.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry, it actually gets advantage because you're lying on the floor.
No!
Come on.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Wow. Sorry, when I said bad, what I actually meant was this was going to be fucking awful.
Oh, whoops! I added last time.
What are they doing? Because I'm gonna start.
The
I'm gonna
bite.
start here. The bite.
Bite.
18 points of damage.
I only had 3.
Okay. You are now unconscious. And then it's going to continue moving
My plan is working.
towards Lyra. Claw. 17 to hit Lyra.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what your plan is, but it doesn't seem like it's a very good plan.
Who's playing?
The master plan of the master over here.
My
This is
plan.
my plan. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna come back
Take
in my old
12
body.
points of damage, Lyra.
I
He's got one left.
I have a thing where if somebody hits me that I can hit them back with lightning.
Sure.
This is a good
Does
time.
it take
for
a
that.
reaction?
It takes one of my channel divinity things.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, I'm looking for the thing. When a
I see.
creature within 5 feet hits you with an attack, you can use reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw of 13.
Okay.
Or take 2d8 lightning damage.
I see. All right. Give me your damage. I think you may not have thought this through, but I suppose you need to do all the damage that you can.
I don't know what else to do at this point.
I understand. It's not a great situation, but it will be a funny one.
Because I'm pretty sure it's going to splash blood on me.
It does splash blood on you and Charquala. So Charquala, you have now failed 2 death saving throws before you've ever rolled one.
Perfect.
But Lyra doesn't know that yet.
Lyra, you also fall over dead because you take 6 points of damage.
Okie doke.
All right, so what's this thing's move speed? I've gone 15, 20, 25, 30, and now I'm gonna hit Ashe with that claw attack. I wonder if I could just clean up and take out the whole party in one go.
How does that? You can't just do that.
Yes,
That's
I can.
crazy.
Why couldn't I? Tell me how not.
You can't. You can take.
17?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what his AC is now. But probably, yeah.
Okay. Another claw attack.
2.
15 points of damage. Yeah, this thing barrels into the room, spraying poisonous blood everywhere. Slash, bite. Everybody's going down. Ashe is the only one left standing. Charquala looks like they're getting way too ash-colored. Lyra, please make a death saving throw. Okay, you have 1 failure. Gizmo. Before you were hearing a lot of banter, a lot of shouting. It's awfully quiet now.
I still have to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
You see a hellscape. There is poison and blood everywhere.
Yep.
The drow are dying in huge numbers. Oh wow, I love this super huge. Look, this bite. Oh god, you have a great sense of humor. All right, but I want to roll through some of the other stuff because I've been watching Shep. Here we go. Shep's filling in those lines. What are you gonna do here, Shep?
I'm going to do the only thing I can, so my 2 attacks.
Okay. Yes.
Wait, about your attacks, Rob.
Please roll sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus. Every single time? Okay.
Yep. He doesn't know that, though. He hasn't actually seen that mechanic.
He did when he first shot.
Yes, but he never saw you guys get sprayed with the blood. Because from his angle, he can't see anything.
Yeah.
Lyra, Fulbright, you are dead.
Wait, does the splash go everywhere?
Yep.
Yep.
It's not a directional,
Correct.
kinetic splash?
Ashe Heiral, you are not unconscious. You have 1 hit point.
Wow.
Gizmo Rumplestomp, I believe you have a second attack, sir.
So now Rumplestomp knows the hit will scatter.
Oh, it'll almost certainly knock Ashe down. You can see Ashe he's got that Captain America, I can do this all day, but like, you know, a strong breeze is gonna put him down.
All right, so let's see. So I got a bonus action. Now, yelling out, does that count as any kind of bonus action?
Give me 6 seconds of that, and that's a free action.
All right, so I'll yell out, "Come on, you fat tubblard, come follow me."
Ooh.
And then I want to see if it can. If it is going to follow, if it is, I'm going to start
Make
taking off.
a intimidation check. I'll allow this as a bonus action. Yeah.
Intimidation check. Sorry. So no bonus, so it's a flat roll.
Oh.
Its whole body turns to face towards you, and says, Ura Tumale. And then it begins moving towards you. But since it's not, you've got its attention, sir. You have pissed it off.
Can I still dash?
No, because you use your bonus action to do this.
Okay. I can still move.
If you have any movement left, you can use it.
5, 10. Wait. 5.
Did you use some
25.
movement to get in?
No, it looks like I used it all to get there.
Okay. I speak not to Gizmo Rumplestomp. I speak to a beloved departed, a deceased, one might ask. I speak to Baldric Bonehammer. Now, it has been dark for you for some time, a warm darkness. It doesn't feel bad. It's dark, but it is as if there is something there comforting to you. And a voice calls out and says, "The honor of a paladin is unbreakable. There is need. It will cost you your soul. Do you choose paradise, or do you choose companionship?"
I choose companionship. I go where the need is I go where I'm needed most.
So Ashe, in your backpack in the corner of the room where you keep the femur bone of Baldric Bonehammer, the bone begins to lift up on its own, and a spectral, ghostly form of Baldric begins to form around it. Now, I want to be clear here that if you thought drow dying in droves, covered in poisonous blood, was bad, when they see a fucking ghost rise in the corner of the room, they basically just lose their minds.
Yes.
That's it. That's the last thing that happens for this episode. For all surviving characters, please allow me to offer each of you 1,150 experience points. Cotton, Lyra lived a life. She accomplished her goal of revenge, and she died far away from home, alone in the dark.
She wasn't alone. There were like 3 other people with her and a bunch of drow.
All right, I'll buy that much. That's not what I meant. I meant a metaphorical aloneness, but sure.
She died because of the stupidity of some prince.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, that's fair.
Lyra, do you have any final words for yourself as you sit in the halls of judgment before your god, who heartily accepts you? Wellwind is pleased that a servant has avenged a great crime against her and now has died in service to Wellwind. You are before the eternal maelstrom.
I don't think she has any other words.
All right. Then just a door opens in the great hall of Wellwind, and she gestures for you to join her in eternal repose and solitude, where you might consider the ideals of justice. I guess you're going to need a new character next week. Or you could play Ghost Baldric.
Want to play Ghost Baldric?
No, I'm good.
All right. You're going to be playing 2 characters then. You're also going to be playing Baldric. How are we doing after that match, guys? That was a thing.
That happened. How much experience was it?
1,000. Wow, straight to the point. Here I was checking with everybody emotionally here, and you're just 1,150.
He wants to apply his experience before he dies.
Well, listen, that's a legitimate concern.
That is a very legitimate concern around these parts.
I mean, I've got to make a death save first thing next time, and that may be it for me.
Yeah, you're not coming back. Darkwalla is definitely.
I gotta tell you,
dead.
could you just go ahead and do that so we know whether or not?
Oh, I had it all queued up. Let me do it.
Just do it. No,
Oh, 10.
You made it. You made it.
Right on the line.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean he won't fail next time.
Trust me, that is certainly true.
Yeah, especially with this spraying blood situation.
Especially when his brother walks over there. It's like, oh no, I tripped. Knife in the throat.
I mean, your actions did just result in a very significant person to him dying.
Oh yeah, no, like my actions could result in pretty much everyone dying.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, on the plus hand, look how much of the dungeon you can see now.
Let's start some outros. Connor, how you doing? How are we doing here?
I'm good. I think I had a good time drawing today.
All right, I want to come see what you got in this drawing screen here. Let me pop on over.
I mean, nothing too much since you last saw it. Just I tried to get some of this blood situation that's like, moving all over the place. Sorry, I'm playing with the camera here. Yeah. Then let's see. We got the previous scene, which was
Charquala cut off from the rest of the party.
Right. The bug.
Charquala, some more Charquala.
Well, Charquala did feature heavily in this episode. To be no more. And then finally,
that's my favorite drawing of the night.
Well, thank you. Other than that, I'm good. I mean, it was a rough episode, but I mean, yes, that's how adventures are, right? Especially with thoughtless party members. All right, yeah. And as for intros, yeah. Hey, everybody. My name is Connor Hughes. You can catch me on twitch.tv/Connor Hughes when I'm back on, which will be soon, hopefully. And yeah, I hope everyone had a good time. Cotton, how about you? How you feeling? You okay?
I have to admit, I was a little frustrated. The whole troll fight that happened in the first place.
Yes.
I wasn't wanting to get in another fight tonight at all. But it happens.
It does happen. How do you think we could have avoided this fight? What do you think we could have done?
Whose fault is it?
What could have happened differently? I mean, you know, who's really to say? Things just happen sometimes. Sometimes they're in your control, sometimes they're not.
Which character, not player, which character should we blame?
Oh, that's easy. Definitely Ashe. Ashe, if he had carried his weight.
It was definitely Ashe because he should have hog-tied Charquala.
I will say, Cotton, I am genuinely sorry that I got you murdered tonight. That is
it's
100%
fine.
on me.
We can go to someone else now. Like Shep.
You don't have any other outro to do? Oh, I'm so
No.
sad. You've been
She's still
devastated.
stunned.
Yeah, devastated.
No,
by this.
I'm not devastated. I'm frustrated, and I don't want to say anything I will regret without getting
No.
unfrustrated
Oh
first.
no,
Let's hear
that's
it.
the
No,
best
let's hear
part.
it.
No,
Let's hear it.
You got that E-drama.
All right, I'm not gonna make you do this, but I have to tell you, I want to hear it so badly. I feel like it's gonna be directed at me. You can be like, "Why did you throw this next fight at us?" And I'm sitting here going, "Well, those guys were sleeping, and then 3 people said
know.
that they were screaming as loud as they could for
I
a
know
whole fight."
why you threw it at us. I haven't ever seen a troll that does that much damage that quickly. Or, yeah, it's frustrating. I think we would have had a hard time dealing with it when we were full health. And I think that it will most likely kill the rest of the party next week.
Looking at
Perhaps.
what's happening now, I also agree with you that it
And
will
I might
probably-
want to take a break off next week.
So no Charquala resolution, or you just don't want to? You don't want to be here because your
You
character's
guys
in?
can go. I
Okay.
don't know if I want to come back.
For the end of this fight, or
Yeah,
ever.
for the end of this fight. I'm a little frustrated right now.
Okay. Now we can go to Rob. Now that we've heard this condemnation against me,
Is that against you?
I feel like it was, but that's fine.
I feel like it was against the situation, not necessarily you.
But I'm the one who makes the situation. Rob, what do you got? How did the fight go for you?
Well, Gizmo's doing fine, but I'm surprised I'm not the one dying because I'm getting used to it, or was more used to that happening to my guys. But yeah, it's shocking that Lyra went down. I don't know. I think we'll have to find a way to get this resolved one way or the other. Maybe we will get wiped, maybe not. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out next week.
I mean, will we?
I don't know. This thing, I mean, we could strategize all week, but
You should probably just run.
yeah, I mean,
as far as-
Gizmo can run from it for maybe 4 or 5 turns, and then after that, it might catch up. So I don't know.
Well,
I feel like there's a really good Thanos speech about run from it, hide.
Right from it.
I am inevitable.
yeah, I got a very good plan of messaging to Echo and disengaging and running into the into downstairs. That's what I got. That's what I got a plan for.
You turn around and Ghost Baldric is coming towards you. How's the plan work now?
Yeah, I mean this Ghost
Baldric is expendable, so do your disengage.
Wow. I mean, if he dies here, that's it. Not
That's
only is he
alright.
dead, his soul is gone forever.
Or maybe it's glorious angel revivification. But no, he comes back with
Yep.
max hit points, right?
No, he comes back with half his hit points.
Oh,
The ghost.
Ashe. I mean, Ashe has a destiny. Otherwise, it's not to die in some
Oh, okay. Yeah, you tell.
infested.
You don't think that sacrificing yourself to save the party might not be your glorious destiny?
No, I don't believe so.
All right. Well, you're
Ash
the
is
controller of what you believe Ash's destiny is.
Right. So, but even if Ashe ran and then everyone like maybe at best Gizmo lives, then we've got like this weird like session where we like run back and to town or something, and then someone like one or two other people randomly like sort of show up. This makes for a weird episode. Anyway.
No. Listen, the episode is going to go like this. You majestically defeat the monster after kiting it around for a while, and then Ashe finally snaps and kills his brother.
I don't think that's how it's going to go.
It's a 2-hour special about family.
Honestly, kiting around doesn't really work when you're on foot in a dungeon with a monster that can spray blood in like a 20-foot radius around it.
Yeah, you need to dash away to be far enough to actually kite it.
So I don't believe your filthy lies, AP. Your filthy lies about that. But maybe. I mean, you know, I guess we'll see. But I got a plan to run.
Mick.
All right.
What?
How was tonight's session for you? We're doing
I mean,
outros.
when I'm not killing defenseless animals who are asleep at their chains, I'm killing defenseless party members. So, I mean...
Wow, that is a bold...
It's also a true statement. So
I mean...
let's not interrupt here, AP.
I just would not have terminologied it like that, I suppose.
I mean, I am truly deeply sorry, Cotton. Let me say that again.
I never knew that my actions could affect others.
But
I'm not. I shouldn't be laughing, but it sounds like something Mick S. Charquala would say.
I feel like Charquala would have done that. That was Charquala through and through. And you know, when she dies next week, then. Or when she doesn't die, we're going to have a one-on-one between Ashe and Charqualo, because I feel like he might be harboring just a little bit of resentment right now.
I love the idea that as Ashe is scrambling away, it's like, I resent you, and you're like, I feel like there might be a little something there.
That's going to make for a weird Thanksgiving dinner. Is that everybody?
I haven't said what my thoughts were tonight.
Right.
This was a tough episode. There was a lot of running around. There was a lot of how should I put this? What's it called? Dungeon World has a term for this. I mean, it was foreshadowing to hear that snoring noise, and then to ignore it and go do something very distant that was also foreshadowed, and then chase it all the way back home screaming the whole time.
Yeah, all of those would be bad decisions. I agree.
Yeah, there was a series of bad decisions that led to...
Do you feel like mistakes were made?
On the plus side, I
wouldn't call them mistakes. That's not a strong enough term.
If we party wipe, then AP, you can have your ATT.
Wow,
that's the plan. Huh?
that could have been the plan.
No, we're gonna go to the backup characters again. We're gonna do
Bakshi or whatever. Bazba.
No, not them. We're gonna go to the Centaur and
Buttercup and Win.
Yeah, I was gonna say her name was Daisy, but I knew that was wrong, so I was just like Centaur. Yeah, you know, the backup characters. Fullborg. No, he'll be gone, so no Fullborg. Fullborg will be too busy trying to hit on Driders, I guess.
I don't have a backup to my backup.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, you have the monk.
Sojin, yeah.
Sojin, yeah, okay.
I mean, you could pick another character if you want.
Well, let's see if we can.
This is a guy who has constantly been saying, "I've got all these great D&D characters in my head."
Actually, I think that was Mick particularly. Although Rob, you have said it a few times.
No, I mean, listen, Mick doesn't say D&D characters. What he says is, I have these great one-shot jokes that I was looking to tell you.
Looking to get the party wiped.
Wow, Connor, that was really passive aggressive of you.
Well, I mean, it does. It really is a natural setting for me. But I mean, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
I concur. Guys, this is a tough one. Cotton, if you need any help emotionally getting through this, what do they call that now? D&D aftercare. I would ask you to rely on your party members for support. Obviously, when someone dies, going to the dungeon master is never a good idea because you're pissed off at them because they just killed you. I suggest if you need anything to get through this, reach out to your party members, punch a stuffed bunny, buy an actual bunny in real life to fill the void in your heart where Lyra was.
Do you punch that bunny?
Wow, Vic. Wow. That is a question not even worth answering. I mean, I'm king of the bunnies right now. I don't know if you know this, but they call me Arthur Big Ears, where I come from.
West Virginia?
No. The Bunny Kingdom. Don't worry about it. It's an inside joke.
Okay.
That's it for us, friends. Next episode, some will live, some will die. Someone is going to get eaten one way or another. Because there's still that troll arm you left to regrow into an actual troll that you haven't told the rest of your party about.
How long does it take? How long does it take for a troll to come back from an arm?
Hours, probably days.
See, we got time. We got time.
You wake up from your sleep and there's a 3/4 put back together troll.
You're like, oh shit! Did I tell you guys about the troll?
Can regenerate from an arm?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they're kind of like Lobo, where they can, a drop of blood and they can come back.
I didn't think a troll like
trolls can
D&D.
regenerate from death.
What? In D&D or?
Yeah. Period. End of story.
Wow. That's insane.
The troll dies only if its hit points are at 0 and it doesn't regenerate this turn. You can bring it to 0 over and over again.
Well, Zero's unconscious, right?
Yes,
Zero's dead.
but it'll just get back up. Every single time.
But it's not like dead.
Okay, Connor. Technically, you're correct, but in the same fashion, the troll in the troll boil was also not dead. It was just at 0 hit points eternally.
No, I mean, if you're just an arm, you don't even. Okay, it's just the arm regenerating, right?
Correct.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
That's like more.
You've got to get it to a low enough points where you hit it with a certain damage type, and that damage type will bring it to 0, so it doesn't regenerate. Otherwise, it just continually generates from anything, like a little speck of it.
Correct.
It'll regenerate.
Yep.
So it is like Lobo.
It's like trying to take out Perfect Cell, right? You have to take out every single cell, or it will regenerate its full body instantly at full health.
I don't know about.
That's a DBZ reference.
Oh yeah.
I was to say I don't understand what just happened there.
I'm trying to communicate to Connor in a language he'll understand.
But Perfect Cell was like a little bit after my I sort of.
Oh, okay. Well, you
after...
could just go watch Dragon Ball Bridge. It's only 70 episodes, so I don't know how many episodes it is. It's good, but you'll go through all of Dragon Ball Z fairly quickly.
But is there blue-haired Goku?
I don't know. I don't think that
that's
happens.
a new thing.
Yeah, that's no. Dragon Ball Abridged stops at the end of Cell Saga.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because that's the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Friends, countrymen, Americans, lend me your ears. This is it. This is the end of the episode. We'll be here next week, minus Cotton, because she doesn't have a character. Although, conceivably in 2 weeks, we could be looking at a Daisy, Sonjin, Win party.
Name's Buttercup.
Oh my god, I called her Daisy, didn't I? And I tried not to call her Daisy earlier. Damn it! I associate her with flowers, but I can't remember which one. Alright.
Buttercup. Isn't that a flower?
Yeah, that's why I associate her with flowers, Connor. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. There's more than one flower, Not hashtag not all flowers.
Oh my god, Connor. Yes, I'm aware that there is more than one flower in the universe.
Good.
Otherwise, it would just be called flower period. The only flower in existence would be called the flower.
I mean, unless there were flowers.
But you would call it flower.
But you can still use plurals. You do the same thing.
You would call it flowers then.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I'm really trying to end this. There we
Sorry.
go. We're just going over here. Have a good night, friends.